Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for this new grammar lesson about the present perfect simple. If you are interested, please keep focused and follow me carefully till the end. If you're watching me for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more lessons in the future. Now let's get started with an overview. In this lesson, we'll be covering different parts starting with a definition of the present perfect simple. Then we'll study the structure and the rule. We'll also look at the different usages of the present perfect simple with special words like just, already, yet, been, gone, ever, and never, in addition to practice activities for each part, and finish up with recommendations highlighting the differences between the present perfect simple and the past simple. Simply, the present perfect can be used to talk about an action or state that happened in the past and has a result now. Before diving into other details, I'd like you to check these examples. 1. I have lost my wallet in the supermarket. As you can see, there is no specific mention of time as the focus is only on the result now. With this example, I'm looking for my wallet now. Example number 2. Bilal has broken his leg. That's why he can't walk now. Example number 3. She has forgotten her friend's name. The result is that she can't remember it now. One last example. We have missed the bus. Therefore, we are late for school today. Now I'd like you to pay special attention to the structure of the affirmative form, which might be a bit sophisticated at first glance. Actually, it is quite simple, as the subjects he, she, or it must be followed by the auxiliary has, in addition to the past participle of the main verb. I, we, you, and they, plus have and the past participle, of course, which most of you, I suppose, know as the third form of the verb. If the verb is regular, such as watch, decide, and study, and many others, the past participle is definitely the same as the past simple form. Here I mean ending in ed. Therefore, we have watched, decided, and studied. The same applies to some irregular verbs such as lose, make, sleep, buy, and send. If you already know the past simple form, so all you need for the present perfect simple is to add has or have to the same form. In this case, we have lost, lost, made, made, slept, slept, bought, bought, sent, sent. However, many irregular verbs take a special form for their past participle, like break, speak, steal, eat, and take. In this case, the past participle is slightly different from the past simple. As you notice, broke, broken, spoke, spoken, stole, stolen, ate, eaten, and took, taken. Please check the description box for free download of more common verbs. With the negative form, there is no much difference, as we only need to add not to the auxiliary to get hasn't and haven't, followed by the past participle. Let's check how this works in real practice. 1. Malik hasn't finished his work. This means he's still working now. 2. They haven't found the car keys, meaning still looking for the keys. By the way, the negative form can be emphasized with the adverb yet. Don't worry about it now, we'll study this usage later on. In questions, the structure is different, as the subject comes between the auxiliary has or have and the past participle, sometimes preceded by a WH word. Let's check the following conversations. 1. Have you ever tried Chinese food? No, I have never eaten it. Example number 2. How long have you stayed in Italy? 3 months. Please note how to use ever in question form and never in negative form. Now I want you to pay attention to the different contexts and usages of the present perfect simple. We often use the present perfect simple to talk about recent events. To introduce recent events, we make use of words like just, already, and yet. As you can see, these expressions refer to recent past, which is not specified. Please now keep focused because you are going to study the usage of each word separately. The adverb just simply means a short time ago. You'll understand this much better in these examples. 1. Hamza has just arrived at the airport. Really? Let's go and pick him up. 2. Where is Hussam? I have just seen him leaving the house. Here we can notice two main things. First, we focus on the event rather than the exact time. Second, the word just is used only in the affirmative form and between the auxiliary and the past participle. Hope this is clear before moving on to the next adverb. Alright? Another common adverb, already, means sooner than expected. For further details, let's read the following examples. Conversation 1. Don't forget to pay the bill, Amran. Don't worry, Dad. I have already paid it. Conversation 2. What time is Anas leaving for the airport? He has already left. In both conversations, the first speaker, A, doesn't expect what the second speaker, B, would say, and they should be surprised to know that Imran has already paid the bill and Anas has already left for the airport. Please notice how the word already is used, exactly like just, as it comes between the auxiliary and the past participle. The word yet is also very common and well known, especially in negative sentences. Let's check this example. Why are you nervous? It's 11 p.m. and Sammy hasn't come home yet. The speaker here means that it's too late and Sammy hasn't come up to that moment. Yet can also be used in questions when we usually expect something to happen soon. Here is a real example. Has it stopped raining yet? No, it's still raining. Please note here, in both the negative and the question forms, the adverb yet comes at the end. If you want to tell people about a new situation or action, you can use the present perfect to emphasize the result without any adverb of time. In example 1, I have forgotten my password. The meaning here is that I'm telling you this because now I can't log on to my Facebook account. In the second example, Hashim's English has improved. Again, the speaker wants to tell us that Hashim is speaking better English now. As you can see, we don't use any adverb of time because we simply don't know the exact time or because it is not important. Using been and gone are also very common past participles, which can be used to tell us about past actions or situations with a result now. If you look at the first example, Thamer has gone to Italy. With has gone, we get the result or the conclusion that Thamer is either on his way to Italy or he is there at this moment. However, with the second example, Osama has been on holiday. The present perfect with has been conveys the clear message that Osama is no longer on holiday and he's back to work now. Hope so far so good. Great. Now it's time to check your understanding. In the first part, you're required to complete the short conversations making the verbs into the present perfect simple. You can stop the video right here and take some time to answer. Now get ready to check your answers. Conversation 1. Do you know where John is? Yes, I've just seen him in the supermarket. 2. Would you like to have lunch together? No, thanks. I've already eaten a pizza. 3. Where are you going for the summer holidays? I haven't decided yet. 4. Has your brother woken up yet? No, he's still sleeping. Hope you've done an excellent job. Please bear in mind that in the affirmative form of the verb, the short forms of has and have are more common in conversations. The second practice is a bit easier. You are asked to put the verbs in the present perfect simple as well. I'm also providing you with statements expressing the result of each situation. Again, you can stop the video right here and take some time to answer. Ready? Let's check your work. 1. Joseph can't get into the house simply because he has lost the keys. 2. The two bank robbers are in jail now after the police have arrested them. 3. Dad is back home now with lots of things because he has been to the supermarket. 4. Ali is on his way to the city center now, which means that he has gone out. The present perfect simple is also very common with words such as ever and never to talk about past experiences. We often use these words to start a conversation, and if we want to give more details, we use the past simple tense. Before moving on to further explanation, let's check the meaning of ever and never. As for ever, it means at any time in your life, and it is used mainly in questions. Never, however, it is used in negative answers, meaning at no time up to now. Let's have a look at this conversation. Have you ever seen the pyramids? No, I have never been to Egypt. What about you? I went there on summer holidays 3 years ago. As you have seen, the conversation started with a question about unspecified past experience with ever. The answer is given in the negative form with never, and the additional details are given with past simple verb went plus a specific time expression 3 years ago. Personally, I suggest learning these words within these structures. First, in questions related to experiences, we take these examples. A. Have you ever seen a cobra? Have you ever tried sushi? Have you ever been to India? Have you ever visited Taj Mahal? Have you ever traveled by train? Second, the answer can either be in the affirmative or the negative with has or have plus never plus past participle. I want you now to do this practice with the adverb never. Make use of the words to write sentences. Let's check your work now. 1. I have never lent money to strangers. 2. My friend Sultan has never played golf. We still have one more practice to check your understanding. Here is a conversation, and your job is to put what you have learned about both ever and never into practice. You can stop the video for a few minutes before getting the answers. Ready? Number 1. As you can see, this is a question with ever. Correct. Have you ever done anything really exciting? So the answer? Well, actually, I absolutely. I have never traveled to the moon, of course, but here with I again, but in the affirmative. Exactly. I have driven a Lamborghini. Now pay attention because speaker A is asking for more details. Therefore, the question must be in the past simple. So it goes like this. Really? When did you do that? Without any doubt, the answer must be in the past simple as well. So B answers here. That was 2 years ago. My friend, excellent. My friend gave me a 30-minute drive on his graduation. Some learners might confuse the present perfect simple with the past simple tense. That's quite normal at the beginning. I'd like you to check these examples and spot the differences. Let's first read the examples in the present perfect simple. 1. We have just bought a new car. 2. Fuel prices have already gone up. 3. John has cut his finger. 4. The government has announced the new rules. Let's compare them to the sentences in the past simple tense. 1. We bought a new car yesterday. 2. Prices went up last week. 3. John cut his finger an hour ago. 4. The government announced the new rules last month. As you notice, whenever there is a specific time expression, we must use or put the verb in the past simple. Otherwise, we should use the present perfect, especially with just, already, and other adverbs we have just seen in this lesson. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the end of this lesson, which I hope has been to your liking. Make the most of it. Thanks a lot for your attention. I'll be back with another lesson.